Today we'll be reacting to Chappell Roan's Tiny Desk performance, or the first song of it, which is Casual. I will be doing all of them, but separate songs. If my makeup looks fucked, that's because I've been crying to Kelly Clarkson performing all by myself just a minute ago. Other than that, before we start, this is a reaction video. It's a commentary video, so I'm gonna pause and provide some commentary along the way, but I'll of course link the full performance below so that you can check it out without me disturbing you. Be a clicked reaction, so here we are. I always forget that it's actually the band playing. Like, in the intros to the Tiny Desk, that's actually, we've started, you know? Sounds so good.
My friends call me a loser, 'cause I'm still hanging around. I've heard so many rumors that I'm just a girl that you bang on your couch.
Yes! With the backing vocals there too. First of all, can we just, the sound is pristine. Like, it's amazing. Like I said, in the intro, I always forget that that's the actual live thing happening. Like that's the intro to the first song of the artist, because it sounds so crisp and so good. And her vocals, the crispness is so close. So props to, like always, the Tiny Desk people. they do an amazing job. And the backing vocals too, they were mixed so well. Everything is mixed so well. And like vocal technically here, she uses a lot of breaks where she goes from the chest voice to the head voice in like a kind of fashion. She uses that a lot here as an effect.
I've heard so many rumors that I'm just a girl that you bang on your couch. I thought you thought of me better, someone you couldn't lose. You said we're not together, so now when we kiss I have anger issues.
The lyrics, I mean, I love the way that she writes. The lyrics are just so good and like relatable and cute and fun. And can we also talk about her look for a sec? The huge wig has a little cigarette butt in it. And she's got lipstick on her teeth. And I love it. Like, she's so dedicated to whatever, like, I don't want to call it costume, to whatever like visual she wants for a specific performance or things that she do. The dedication is real. When you show up with lipstick on your teeth to your first Tiny Desk, it's kind of a big deal. And I think it's really, really fun. And the cigarette butt, I don't know the story about it, but I guess it has to do with like the Midwest image of it all. But I'm not from the US, so I don't know. I could be totally wrong about, like, what's the Midwest?
You said we're not together, so now when we kiss I have anger issues. You said, baby, no attachment, but we're knee deep in the passenger seat and you're eating me out. It's a casual now. 2 weeks and your mom invites me to her house in Long Beach. It's a casual now.
What I love about it so much is that it sounds like a country ballad, and then the lyrics are knee deep in the passenger seat and you're eating me out. Is it casual now? Like, I know that country music can be like raunchy. Do you call it raunchy? Is that a word? I know that it can be all that, but it's just the melody of this with the backing vocals and everything, like the harmonies, sounds like such a like cutesy country ballad, and it's about getting eaten out in the backseat of a car. Kind of like more unpolished versions of relationships, and I love that. And because I don't know this song, so I don't know the words that she's saying, but notice how she's using the vocal breaks, not only at the end of phrases, but in the phrases, like on some of the phrases, it was like on almost every word. So it's a cool stylistic choice. I think it adds to like the casualness of the song, if that makes sense, because like sounds casual, you know what I mean?
2 weeks and your mom invites me to her house in Long Beach. Is it casual now? I know what you tell your friends. It's casual. If it's casual now, then baby, get me off again. If it's casual
no. On the in her lower register here, she's using a lot of. It sounds to me like there's air on the, like she's using air, making it breathy in a way. No. Instead of like a clear no, it's like no, like with air on it. And as I mentioned in my first Chappell Roan reaction, I noticed there that she had a female or femme presenting type of band, and I see that here too, and it's really cool. And they've all got a little bit of the look going with the lipstick, and some of them have got like smudged. Like we match, because I've been crying to Kelly Clarkson. I also love that she went like with a properly like acoustic sounding ensemble, because even though Tiny Desk does have that kind of vibe, we have seen a lot of artists to bring like kind of at least elements from their regular backing tracks for the, not, I don't mean vocal backing tracks, I mean the track, like the instrumental for the song. We've seen them use like a lot of elements of that. I don't know what the soundscape of the original of this song is. I have to check it out. But because it sounds very country, I'm guessing this is more what the song is like too. So if she does maybe like Pink Pony Club, I think I saw that on the list for the Tiny Desk repertoire. So if that's in there, I'm excited to hear like how does that sound compared to this, because this is super like country acoustic, while Pink Pony Club is way more like pop anthem with that type of soundscape. I mean, you know.
Baby, get me off again. It's casual. It's casual now. Don't love, I love being stupid. Dream of listen here. Maybe we'd have an apartment and you'd show me off to your friends at the pier.
And she's also got a little bit of show me off to you. A little bit like she's singing like sort of in her mask. We can call that a nasal sound sometimes, but a lot of people misinterpret that as a bad thing. Like, you sound like very nasal. That's not what I mean. I mean, you're singing in your mask. So, you know? And even though she's singing very at a low volume here, like very like spoken, in a spoken manner, you can still hear that, no, 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 no. It's still here, even though it's also throaty.
Maybe we'd have an apartment and you'd show me off to your friends at the pier. I know, baby, no attachment.
That's also cool because she's doing a lot of, I'm sorry, I'm pausing a lot right now. I'm not going to do that all the time. Sorry. Also has to do with copyright. Here she was even letting one of the notes be kind of off pitch, if you know what I mean. She let it just be like a wild little note in there. And also at the end of the phrase, she was more like, almost in a vocal fry, but like a distortion-y space. You know? And then, attachment, vocal fry. So this is a woman who can control her various like vocal effects. And again, not talking about mixing effects. I'm talking about like vocal effects that you do in your larynx, in your voice. So yeah, she's using a lot of it, and it's really cool to see the range she has in that aspect of things too.
Oh, baby, no attachment, but we're knee deep in the passenger seat, and you're eating me out as a casual now. 2 weeks and your mom invites me to her house in Long Beach. It's a casual now. I know what you tell your friend. It's casual. If it's casual now, then baby, give me up.
You know that I have compared her to other artists before, and I know that some fans don't like it. But it's, again, we can see that she's her own thing, but it's okay to have influences, you know? And I think it's so fun when I'm discovering an artist. I think it's really fun to see where those influences come from. What the influences are. I mean, my English is not Englishing. And the way that she sings on this song, and it's got this whiny character to it, if you know what I mean. It's like, knee deep in the past. It's kind of whiny in its nature, you know? So she's using a lot of that, the H's. I'm not talking about the break, but on the onsets of a phrase. She's also using H's to like to have the like the sigh, the cry. The way that she places it in her mask and her fast vibrato that she uses on here reminds me very much of Gwen Stefani. I would actually love to hear Gwen Stefani sing this song, because to compare it, that would be really cool. And when I say compare, I never talk about in like a competition way. I just think it's fun to see the musical choices and just the tone of each singer and the choices they make, like the little inflections and spices that they put into it. That's all I mean. I love that she like almost acts drunk.
It's hard being casual when I'm on the phone talking down.
Fuck. A commercial? We got an ad, people. In the middle of the song. Right, we have to go back there. But if you want to try something like this, like casual, you have chest on ca, and then on the shoe you go up to the head voice, and then back into all in the chest. Casual when you're on the phone, or whatever the melody was. You can hear the chest, shoe, head voice, all. So it's casual. It's almost like a yodel technique. Well, that's basically what those breaks are, and especially when she uses it a lot like this on several syllables within just one phrase. It's basically yodeling, you know what I mean? And it's really cool, and she's got vocal control, and I love it. I try to be the chill girl that holds her tongue and gives you space. Yes. I try to be the chill girl, but honestly I'm not. Me deep in the passenger seat, and it's just like I said in the previous video, I'm like still discovering her. This is my second live performance that I'm watching of her, and I'm still discovering like the sound she makes, like what's her general, like her bass line sort of when it comes to her voice, what's her bass line and what's more like effects that she adds in. I'm still learning all that. So to me, it's just really cool to hear all the different tones, because it's not like a singer just has one tone and that's it. You know, you can talk about timbre when people are speaking and all of that, but singers, and especially good singers, can switch up their tone, and she does that like within a phrase. She's playing with the placement of stuff in her mouth cave and with her vibrato, like everything, and she's raising the larynx, lowering the larynx, raising the soft palate, lowering it for different effects. And I wish I knew the song better, because then I can go in and like tell you what she's doing on each specific word, but if you stick around, we'll get there eventually. Honestly, I'm not. Me deep in the passenger seat, and you're eating me out. Yes. 2 weeks and your mom invites me to a long beach out. Yes. I know what you tell your friends. There, she adds that brightness too. It's not like it's you know what I mean? There's a brightness to that tone that she adds there on the fast vibrato. It's really cool. And knee deep. So what she does on the knee deep is like, that's very chesty. Knee deep in the passenger seat, and you're heating me out. Passenger chest, but then seat, passenger seat. So you just let the support go on in between the words there. So she switches between like a very chesty and her head voice, but in those little breaks too, like the yodel effect there. The H's, get the Y. Wonder is also really cool about this way of singing is that it allows you to be not super polished, for one, like vocally, but you still have to have vocal technique to pull it off. You know what I mean? Because what she does when she's in her chest or when she does it's controlled. You know what I mean? It's controlled. She controls the speed of her vibrato, her tone, her dynamics. And yeah, there's so much musicality that goes into this, and to making it even sound casual. Again, that's like the way she sings fits with the title of the song so well. It's incredible. But you know what I mean? It sounds a little bit, is it casual now? The passenger seat. But there's a little emotion in that, but then it's like, is it casual now? So to make it sound this kind of casual, you have to be good. You have to have so many techniques to like pull from even. Oh, woo! Hell! She had almost like throat singing there at the end. It's really cool. Just notice how she uses all those H's and all. And what I was saying about singing it casual and it sounds casual, one aspect about that is also like, you don't have to worry about like how perfect the pitch is at all time. By all means, she sings in pitch. You know, she's not off key or anything like that. That's not what I mean. But you know, the sensitivity of the pitch when it all sounds very like studio produced. It's not acoustic. It's very much like synths, and everything is digital. In cases like that, you feel like you need the auto tune to be like as like in that soundscape as everything else. But this allows for her to also not tune and to like play around. If you had tuning on this, a lot of it would sound shit because she's playing with between pitches on the you know, all that stuff. So yeah, that was really fun. I really enjoy doing Chappell Roan, so please leave me more recommendations because I haven't seen shit. So you can recommend anything and I haven't seen it. But we do live performances. If you're still watching, please leave a red heart in the comments so that I can see that you watched till the end, because I really appreciate you. And of course, the red heart is for Chappell Roan and her big red wig. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Now